Run Disney training continues. Too late though. Decent timing by me. Just barely beat out the rain. Looks like it's a little bit on the light side though, so wouldn't have been too bad to get caught in it. Hey, what's up everybody? Uncle Matt here, and despite how this video started, this is not about me. Uh-oh, we got a problem. Despite how this video started, it is not about me training for Run Disney. Just wanted to throw that in there to show everybody exercise. It's important. Today, Jesta and I are going to WWE Monday Night Raw, the War Zone, live here in Nashville at Bridgestone Arena. Jesta, how excited are you for this wrestling show we're going to? I am not going to a wrestling show. What? You said you'd go. I never said that. I would never say that. Anybody that knows me would never believe that I would say that I would go to a wrestling show. That was what I asked for Christmas, for you to go to wrestling with me. You got plenty of presents for Christmas. Well, this video is already off to a bad start. You're a spoiled baby. I got a curveball from Jesta I did not see coming in this one. You're a spoiled baby. You have too much as it is. Well, luckily, even though Jesta fibbed on me and told a tale and is supposed to go to wrestling with me and now is not, luckily I haven't bought the tickets yet, so I'm not out any money, because I would have got us like front row, the most baller seats possible, because you know, when it comes to Jesta, she doesn't go anywhere unless it's VIP. Even if that VIP is like a 10 by 10 platform that's only about 6 inches off the ground. Watch the New Year's Eve video if you don't get that reference. But, well, if Jesta's bailing on me, which is unfortunate, I guess I just gotta buy one ticket. So let's figure out what we can do vis-a-vis buying tickets. Alright, so with Jesta no longer interested in participating, let's take a look-ski here at WWE Monday Night Raw, January 2nd, Monday, 6:30, live from the Bridgestone Arena. And let's just have a look-ski at what we can do here. Like I said, since Jesta's not going to go, I'm thinking I will just get the cheapest tickets humanly possible. Let's put some filters on here. I don't want limited viewing. I do want to be able to see everything. Apply the filters there, see what comes up here. Alright, so we can go 310, 309, all these listed as $20 each. 308, 309, 310, those are all more central. Let's look in that range. Well, 305, you got the screen more in view. Let's see, let's go 3. 5 row B, C, D, E, F. I'm thinking 305 or 306. Row F. Is row F going to be the top of the very arena? That would be pretty funny to sit at the top of the very top of the arena. Let's go. Let's go 305 because it's somewhat central. It's like, if I can get this in the shot here, that's right there, 305. So you got to kind of look down at the ring and onto the screen a little bit. Let's go with those 305 and let's go back. Let's just get as high as we can get. I only need one. Oh, crap. Alright, so we only need one ticket. I forgot just to light on my name and we'll go. Okay, so we see there's actually rows beyond F, so that worked out anyway. So what do we want to do here? Let's go 305, row H. One ticket. $20 ticket. Next. Alright, so now I went on this one, 309 row H, and it just says you'll get one ticket in this row, but it doesn't tell me what row. This is, or what seat. This is very confusing and frustrating. Alright, now I've got to what I want, where I can actually see what seats are available, so I can actually pick out an aisle seat if I want an aisle seat, as opposed to
struggling to figure out. But I know sometimes these aisles end and you're not only actually on an aisle, you're like all the way over onto one side. Yeesh. So I don't know which side. It looks like these would be entrances. So you come up here and then there's stairs right there. So those would be aisle seats. I'm going to go for one of these. Let's see. The furthest one back. One seat. Row H, seat 12. Let's go to the other side because one feels like a safer bet. Let's go, no. Although if I bought seat 2, that would make it less likely somebody would buy seat 1 and sit right next to me, right? Maybe we do that. Let's try that. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to buy row G, seat 2. That way, I might have a seat open next to me. Okay, this feels like a good plan. Uh-oh. Dang it. Ah, shoot. Ticketmaster outsmarted me. All right. Let's go back to this one then. All right, so I've tried three different credit cards. PayPal, which uses like my bank account, and I get the same error message every time. So apparently Ticketmaster does not want me to buy tickets to this show tonight. I guess I'll have to go to StubHub or SeatGeek or something. Okay, so I just could not get a ticket purchase through Ticketmaster to save my life. Kept getting that same error message. I have a theory, but I don't know. My theory is I was trying to buy those upper deck seats. It's possible that based on sales, they've decided to close those sections. From time to time, WWE, if they don't sell certain areas enough, they'll close those sections down and move fans to different sections, like usually on the hard camera side, because they don't sell a lot on the hard camera side. So sometimes they'll, like, if the upper deck doesn't sell well, they'll tarp it off. Anybody that had bought tickets up there, they'll move them to other parts of the arena. So maybe there's some weird thing where Ticketmaster can't get those seats down, but they've got it blocked to keep you from being able to actually buy them or something like that. That's my theory. I don't know if that's because I can't figure out why else, unless Ticketmaster's like having like a major outage or something like that. I can't figure out why you just flat out couldn't buy any single ticket that I tried to buy on there, because I was all trying upper deck. I tried one lower bowl, but it kept saying somebody beat me to it, but then it would be there when I'd go back, and it was weird. Anyway, went to StubHub, got a ticket, paid a little more than I wanted to, because that was like my whole thing was like, I want to get the cheapest, stupidest ticket you can possibly get to this show, but they're better seats anyway. So we'll head off to Monday Night Raw, we'll enter the war zone, and we'll have a good night. This is what happens in the winter. I don't check the weather because there's no need to take the top down in the winter. Although I could have today. It was like 70 something all day today. And now I'm going to Monday Night Raw, and apparently it's going to be a thunderstorm. Oh boy. Alright, so a couple of interesting things of note for tonight's WWE Monday Night Raw. The last time we had a live event here in Nashville, unless I missed one, it's possible I missed one, but it was SummerSlam at Nissan Stadium. We vlogged that. Go back and watch that. Me and Nephew Pete checked that out. Really fun event, really fun show, but that was kind of right after the transition where Vince McMahon was forced to retire and Triple H, Paul Levesque took over creative for WWE, and, you know, SummerSlam kind of went the way you expected it to. There weren't many changes there, but WWE in the time since Vince McMahon sat down, since then at SummerSlam, has really turned a corner. It's not what it once was. I still don't, you know, enjoy it as much as I used to, but it's gotten better. They're like slowly picking it up. Holy crap, I don't know if the camera picked that up. There's loud cracks of thunder all around. But it's been slowly getting better. The biggest thing I can say for the product, oh, wow, that was a big thing of lightning. Biggest thing I can say for the product lately is it's less boring. The last time I went to a Monday Night Raw, which I also vlogged that, you can go back and watch that. I'll put links around for these if I can remember to do it, but I probably won't. But the last time I went to a Monday Night Raw, it was just like a dreadful, boring experience. And more recent Raws, and SmackDown especially, have not been quite so boring. Raw still has the problem of being 3 hours long, which it's hard to like put on an entertaining show for 3 straight hours, and now I'm starting to see the rain. This is just great, but it'll be interesting to see what the differences are in a live Raw in the Paul Levesque era compared to the last time we went to Raw, which was still the Vince McMahon era. So, goodness gracious, this is going to be a night. Anything, but I did think maybe if I take the bridge over to the Renaissance Hotel, that could keep me out of the weather for at least maybe a moment. I don't know. I've never done this before, so we're going to find out. Immediately denied. This was a bad plan. Back to square one. I often try to plan and plot out what I'm going to say, what I'm going to film, what I'm going to do here on the channel. But I think my incompetence and my constant failures are probably what leads to the best content. So you're welcome for me basically never knowing what I'm doing at any given time. Do it for you. Looks as though the weather's mostly blown through downtown already. You can see the roads are pretty wet, but skies seem clear, so maybe I timed this right, actually. It's probably gonna be famous last words, and it's gonna turn into a torrential downpour within like the last little bit of my walk to the arena. All right, we've arrived at Bridgestone Arena, AKA the war zone for tonight. All right, we're in. Here's a look at the merch. They've got a more diverse line of merch than last time we were here. Like last time somebody was like Arcade Bro, and that was it. The Nashville 316 shirt. KO shirt's all right. Not really jumping out to me tonight.
I see in my head a melody buried deep into my soul.
Okay, so I went down, I found where my seats were. They are smack dab in the middle of the road. They're kind of crazy where they're at, but I decided I want to go out and find some food first before like kind of locking in, because I'm dead center of the row, so I don't want to be getting up and going in and out the whole time. So the show's underway. I'm gonna grab some food. Looking for something unique to the arena that's not just like concession food, so you can get a good food review of the Bridgestone Arena. I'm trying to figure out if any of these screens out in the walkway like show the event while it's going on, like you would see if you were at like a sporting event. I don't know, they might just run advertisements the whole time. All right, so I had road tears last time I was here, and it was delicious, but this grilled cheese stand caught my eye, and I haven't had a grilled cheese in a minute, so we're gonna go for that. All right, so this is pretty cool here at the grilled cheese stand. You kind of order your own food. It's a good thing, interesting. Bacon tomato, classic home style, Dagwood double decker, pesto grilled cheese. Let's just go bacon tomato grilled cheese. That sounds pretty good. Add that to cart. Let's see what they got for snacks here. Nah, I don't really need any peanuts. We'll just go with the grilled cheese. That sounds good. All right, so starting out, first match tonight is going to be the women's title match. Bianca Belair versus Alexa Bliss. I can't remember. But I'm out here. I got my grilled cheese sandwich. It looks pretty good. There you go. Who's the challenger? I can't remember. Somebody remind me. Alexa Bliss. This match will be interesting because Bianca Belair went to UT, so it's almost like a almost like a hometown match. Back in the Vince days, people always lost their own town. And they're running an angle with Alexa Bliss where she's getting reconnected to Bray Wyatt potentially, so this should be interesting, but I got a grilled cheese sandwich to eat, so bon appetit. I mean, that's really good. That is a really good grilled cheese sandwich right there. 7.9. It's pretty crazy how quiet the walkway out here is. Like you never see situations like this where just nobody's in any of the stands pretty much. It's just empty.
Alright, so that grilled cheese was better than it had any right to be. I hate to besmirch Rotiers, but that might have been better than Rotiers. I'm making my way up to the 3rd level because I just kind of want to see what it looks like up here, since this is where I was trying to sit originally. Just want to check it out before I go lock into my main seats now. May not show up, but this is behind the tarp in section 303. Alright, here's your upper level view. So there's like weirdly a lot of security up there, which I guess is not a bad thing, but there's like 2 or 3 dudes at like every section. But I just asked him, I was like, hey, I just want to come up here. I'm sitting down at 107, kind of just like get a quick shot from up here. And he was like, yeah, man, that's cool. So shout out to that guy for letting me get a quick video clip. He asked where my actual seats were, and I was like, oh, I'm down in section 107. He was like, kind of almost like laughed, like, what are you coming up here for? It was like, I just want to see what it looked like up here. He's like, yeah, go ahead, man. Nice guy. All right, so we're finally making our way down to our seats. I'm in row AA. I thought the double letters were the back rows, but apparently they're the front rows, so it should be interesting. They're beating him down. Oh no, he's got a chair. What's happening? Oh, it's your McIntyre. Where'd he come from? One line set now. No surprise. Like a Nashville Snaps, like a selfie spot here. I'm gonna see if I can make this work. If this works, I'll post the picture. I chose Saros as the predator to get my picture with because my mom hates Saros. I sent it to her. I will post here what her response was when she sees that I got a picture with Saros. Interesting area of Bridgestone Arena. Some type of photo op coming soon, but not. About to fight, but now it's a commercial break. So I guess they'll just hang out and not fight until the commercial comes back. Oh, me, I'm just showed up to help. That's like a fake. Get there. Oh no. Just stopped. She played too much. Oh, big counter. We getting Becky here. Becky. Oh. Mr. Days and the Titantron showed the matches. Oh. Wait a minute, she's like a little man.
When did Becky get the tag?
Mia Yim ran in to be the hero and did the job.
2023 already looking a lot like 2022. The bloodline here trying to take over. Austin Theory trying to take over. As long as I breathe.
Alright, main event time. I honestly kind of forgot Austin Theory was the U.S. champ. That guy's in really good shape. Gotta say, it is a decent crowd tonight for Monday Night Raw. Had to get one more commercial break in. Positive he was a heel last time I saw him, but now everybody likes him. Nice to see the Predators intro fang thing still hanging from the ceiling.
Oh, you got lucky with that. I was going to say Mike's
Rollins' song is freaking over. Security have told this guy to sit down a few times, and now they're going to toss him, it looks like. This guy's clapping, so apparently he's been... Me? He said me. Me? The guy that you've been talking to for like the last 10 minutes? Putting up a fight. Oh, now, is he going to sit down now? No, he gave up. I'm just a big Seth Rollins fan. That's not fair. Shame. Just want to see his boy Seth Rollins win. Kind of surprised more people weren't standing down here, but I guess WWE security will toss you if you stand up. That's who it was. It was the WWE security guard who went and got the arena security to get that guy out.
Uh-oh. More fans standing, might be in trouble. WWE security's on the move. know the ref went out. Oh, that's dirty. You can't do that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Champion. Awesome series. What a win. What a champion. He did it the right way. Seth Rollins helped him back. What a brutal match. Devastated.
No dark match tonight. Everybody's filing out. Pretty fun show. When did they open a Apple store this big on Broadway?
You want some more rice?
I never go anywhere. It's a testament to how little I come down here.
All right, back in the car after Monday Night Raw live from the Bridgestone Arena. Gotta say, the show was definitely more entertaining than the last time I went to Monday Night Raw. Although, granted, I was only down there for about 2/3 of the show. I didn't go to my seats till, you know, about 8:15-ish. So I wasn't down there for like the full 3.5 hours you'd have to normally sit through a Raw, but still way more entertaining than the last time I was at Raw, where I was like bored out of my mind. My initial big takeaway from this event was Bridgestone Arena security is so bizarre. When I went up to the upper deck, the 300 section, just to kind of look and see what the seats that I had been eyeballing and thinking about buying would have looked like, I had to go through like 4 guys just to like go out there and take a quick like snippet of a video. And I have to like say to them, hey, like my seats are somewhere else, but I just want to get like a shot of what it looks like from up here. In my section, which were, as you saw, basically on the edge of the main stage for Raw, there was like, when I got there, there was somebody in my seat. Every time anybody in my section got up to go to the bathroom or something like that, somebody came out of nowhere and took their seat and had to like get kicked out eventually. What the heck was that? Holy crap. Is this place collapsing? And off to the side of our section, there was about like 20 people who were just standing there like watching and waiting for anybody to like leave their seat to like snatch it. Like, where was the security to keep the people out of there? There was like a family of like 20 next to me trying to find a way to utilize about 5 seats. It was crazy. And that's why I hated to just buy the random seat I got off StubHub. I wanted to get an aisle seat. That's what I was trying to do on Ticketmaster the whole time, because I didn't want to climb over people if I had to get in. I didn't want random people climbing over me if they had to get in. It was, somehow there was tighter security on the 300 level at Bridgestone Arena than there was on, like, literally, I was where I could have jumped the rail and gone and jumped a wrestler if I wanted to, but there was tighter security up top than there was right there. It was bizarre. Weird. Weird, weird, weird.
All right, we're back home from Raw. Good show, entertaining show, like I said. When I got home, the first thing Jesta said was, I'm so sorry I didn't go to that show. I watched the entire 3-hour show on TV. It would have been so fun to be there. I should have gone with you. I said, it happens. We all make mistakes in life. WWE will be back in town before you know it. We've got WrestleMania potentially coming here in just a few years, and I will definitely take Jesta to that. So shout out to her for admitting she was wrong, and shout out to her for going to with me the next time WWE comes to town. I do have to mention, I'd be remiss to not like bring up the big story in the sports and kind of world right now is Buffalo Bills player Damar Hamlin collapsed on the field during Monday Night Football tonight. I was trying to follow along with it on Twitter as I was at Raw. It seemed eerily reminiscent of what happened with Christian Eriksen at the 2021 Euros tournament, which is, it was kind of weird that people kept saying like, oh, this has never happened before. We don't have the playbook for this before. There was a playbook for it. UEFA handled it completely wrong in that situation. Although at the time there was reports that the players wanted to continue that match, and that's why the match played on. Still, somebody's got to take that out of the players' hands at that point in time. Reports that the NFL was thinking about continuing the game, and the players were the ones who stepped in tonight and said, no, we can't play on. I don't know what the chain of command is. I don't know who was in charge of making the decisions at the first that said the game should go on. Or was it going to give them a 5-minute warm-up before making them go back on the field? But heads should roll somewhere in the NFL offices today. And heads should roll with some pundits who are out there like, with some terrible takes on the situation. But prayers to Damar Hamlin, you know, and his family. The reports are vitals have stabilized, but you know, it's certainly still a delicate situation, so continued prayers for him. I'll put a link below. A lot of people were retweeting. He had a toy drive, charity fundraiser going. It's already cracked $1 million from all the support that he's been getting from around the world tonight, but you know, at least I can do is throw that in the a link to that in the comments down below, so if anybody hasn't seen it yet, you can donate to that to support him. And you know, it's the least we can do in this terrible situation. The game was ultimately postponed. You know, it doesn't really matter when it's going to be played on, but you know, best wishes for him. You know, hopefully he can recover the same way Christian Eriksen was able to recover, because it is crazy to see two things like that in just a short amount of time. I've never seen anything like that before, but it's crazy, it's tragic, it's horrible. Hopefully the best for him and the best for everybody out there that's close to him, his friends, his family, his teammates. With that being said, we are trying something new on the channel here to end every vlog with a bit of positivity, kind of raise everybody's spirits. It is your Mr. Cat moment of zen. Look at this peaceful angel. Thanks for watching. Turn the bell on for notifications, or subscribe in either order. Preferably subscribe first and then turn the bell on for notifications. I think that's the way that works. More to come tomorrow.